Hey loves, and welcome to Heart Love Messages. My name is Crystal. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. If you are already subscribed here, welcome back. So tonight I have a spiritual guidance message for the collective. I'm going to be pulling from this deck here just to see what are the most important messages that your guides have for you at this time. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get a very clear and concise message from your angels, your ancestors, your spirit team, and your higher power. Okay, so the first message that we have is ancestral agreements. Collective, you broke something off of your life in the spiritual realm. And because of that, your life is about to change in a major way. Anytime this card comes out, it points to someone who is very rebellious. But you're not rebellious for the hell of it. You are this way because your birth was intentional. You coming to this realm was intentional. You are someone who came here to completely shake things up in your family and within your bloodline. So just off of that energy alone, I'm guessing that you may not be too popular. Maybe you're the black sheep of your family. This energy can manifest in many different ways. But what's clear here is that you are the physical manifestation of contrast. You are a walking tower moment. And your energy is here to make a statement. And the biggest statement that you can ever make in your life is deciding to come out of agreement with things that were decided for your life at a different moment in time. Anytime this card comes out, it points to someone who may be just a little bit unhinged, okay? I have to be honest. And this is not in a bad way, but there is something inside of you that is not afraid to be different. So I'm not sure what it is that your family came into agreement with. It could be poverty, it could be fear. This can point to so many things. But you were the only one brave enough to question it and to challenge it. Because whatever agreement was made in a time or in an era where it made sense. And I like to believe that everyone is doing the best that they can with the information and the resources that they have at a specific point in time. But because these types of agreements are unspoken, they're hidden, they're almost never openly discussed, you took a different approach. But instead of you pushing back against this energy physically, what's coming through clearly is that you did something spiritually. And the minute you did it, it completely broke something off of your life. Another thing that's interesting about this energy is that it's perceived very differently in the 3D versus how it's viewed in the spiritual realm. So while people close to you may label you, they may view you as the rebel, as the black sheep, your ancestors were actually waiting for someone to do something different. So what's interesting about this energy is that sometimes the very ancestors who came in agreement with poverty or fear or whatever type of suppression this is, they're usually the same ancestors that walk with you in this life and that are guiding you to a very narrow path. Almost like they were sitting back and waiting for someone in your family to have the guts to come out of agreement with whatever this was. And you were the only person who made that choice. Okay? Let's get the next message here. Wow. The next message that we have is the finger of God. Okay. I'm reading for somebody who is very powerful. This is very symbolic energy. The finger of God is a really rare point in the birth chart. It's extremely intense energy. This is pointing to someone who may feel a lot of discomfort because you were born into circumstances that you are supposed to overcome. And until you really grasp that concept, you may feel really uncomfortable in your life, especially when it comes to how you share your time and how you share your energy. It's almost as if you always feel like there's something that you should be doing or there's a better way for you to be spending your time and your energy. And you are absolutely right. You are here for a very, very specific purpose. And this feeling that may come up is not going to stop pulling on you. It's not going to stop nagging on you until you figure out exactly what that purpose is. But another thing that I noticed with this energy is that what you feel on the inside is what everyone else in your life witnesses on the outside, or the minute that they get acquainted with your energy. You just have an aura of someone important. So people might sit back, observe you, and question why you are in certain places, why you may work at a certain job, why you entertain certain people, why you're in certain connections. Because without really understanding why, they just have this feeling that you are someone of very high importance. This energy is potent that I'm tapping into. And because it was given to you by your higher power collective, it's not something that you can hide. So, what usually happens is that life will make you so uncomfortable that you wake up one day and you just decide to be who you truly are instead of who you are supposed to be. And there is a difference. Who you truly are is who God or your higher power created you to be, and who you're supposed to be is the identity that's been given to you by your family, your race, your religion, your culture. When this energy comes through, you are in possession of something that outweighs all of that. And until you realize it, it's just going to keep pulling at you. So this energy here with this card can manifest in one of two ways. Either you actually have the finger of God placement in your birth chart, and whatever sign or house that it's in, it's about to be activated in some way. Or this energy is just purely symbolic. And even though you don't have this placement astrologically, this is something that deeply resonates with your soul. Either way, collective, your life is about to change in a major way. And just by the way this energy is coming out, it's almost like you could feel this momentum building. So maybe this reading and whatever comes out is just confirmation for you or for what's about to happen next in your story. Let's get the next message here. Okay, so the next message that we have is pay attention to your dreams. This is very, very powerful energy. If you're resonating with this message so far, you're living a double life, okay? You may have a very, very powerful, very, very strict spiritual team. It really just feels like they're kind of calling you out, collective. But you are living a double life. And it's not in a negative sense, it's in a spiritual sense. So all of this is happening to help you come into alignment. I'm getting conscious versus subconscious very, very clearly. So there is something happening in your life that's been preparing you for this moment. And it's tied to your daily routine or something that's taking place in your life every day. Your conscious mind is tied directly to who you are during the day. It's who your family, your colleague, your friends, and your lover knows. But your subconscious mind is the most hidden aspect of yourself. And that's what's being highlighted here. Almost like you awaken something, and instead of you being able to turn this off or control this like we all do, it's actually in the driver's seat now. And there's also heavy emphasis on the nighttime, because this is where the subconscious mind or the more hidden aspect comes out. So with this card here, pay attention to your dreams. God has been showing you glimpses of a new reality, and you may be witnessing this in your dream state. I'm also getting that your dreams, literally the dreams that you have for your life, may keep you up at night because you are a soul who is here to rebel. You're here to create your own path, and you're here to make a lot of money doing so. So a lot of this subconscious energy could be coming to the surface during moments of silence, maybe even during moments of meditation. And this is happening to show you the contrast of who you are during the day, or when you are in direct connection with people, places, and things that are in your life, versus who you are when it's just you and God or you and your higher self. So definitely pay attention to your dreams because there are messages, maybe even instructions being downloaded to you through the dream state. And because you have a very powerful soul and a very powerful energy signature and a very powerful purpose, what your subconscious mind shows you may be very, very different from what you see in your day to day reality. So you will know that this is your message if you literally feel like this. Okay, maybe you've never verbalized it, but you feel like you are living a double life. There's a version of you that everyone in your life knows and identifies with, but there's also a version of you that comes alive when there are no distractions. And it's almost like in so many ways, God is telling you that this is your true self. So your dreams are highly significant right now because you don't have control over your dreams. You don't get to choose what you see when you close your eyes. So this is very, very deep. The dream state is God's way of communicating directly with you. It's God's way of impressing on you and showing you images or scenes that evoke a certain feeling that you can utilize to shift your reality. Yeah, this is really deep. Okay? Something huge is about to unfold. And I feel like this is just confirmation. If you're resonating with this, you definitely have been picking up on this energy. Let's get the next message here. Major confirmation. The next message that we have is Breakout Star. Collective, it's almost as if your guides want you to know that you have been way too humble. If you are resonating with this message so far, I don't think you understand how much your life is about to change. I also don't think you understand who you truly, truly are in the spiritual realm. But the proof is about to show itself. Whoever you are sitting on a hidden talent or a skill that's about to completely shock everyone in your life, especially when it comes to the timing of this. Anytime this card comes out, it points to recognition on a massive scale. This is the type of notoriety, influence, or popularity that seemingly comes out of nowhere. So for many of you, this may happen overnight. And this is why you're being prepped spiritually, because life as you know it is about to change. And the minute I said that, I felt this very heavy energy of suppression. So I feel like this is tapping into your emotional body. For some of you, you may have a fear of being seen. Maybe you have a deep fear of putting yourself out there. But your guides are coming through very, very strongly with this card here. They want you to know that you did not come here to play small or to live an ordinary life, even though it's nothing wrong with that. So you will know that this is your message if this is just confirming a very, very deep feeling that you've always known. You have a talent, a skill, a way of expressing yourself that's about to be showcased on a very, very large scale. And the response to this is not only going to affirm you, collective, but it's also going to affirm a really, really deep truth about your life path. And I'm being brought back to the Finger of God card, okay? The energy in this reading is so potent. Another thing that I've noticed with this energy is that sometimes it could be very, very hard for you to step into this energy or for you to step into your purpose because people with this energy signature, you were definitely born into some kind of contrast. The true desires of your heart, how you view yourself, how you view the world, the life that you want to live or create, it does not match the reality that you see around you. And it can be very, very hard to verbalize this or to even discuss this with people that are close to you. That's why there's so much spiritual affirmation in your life right now. All of this is intentional. But there's an opportunity heading your way where your level of confidence and your preparation is literally going to change every single area of your life. And it feels like although this skill or this talent may garner a lot of attention, it's something that comes very, very natural to you, collective. You're not going to be uncomfortable in this. But however this manifests for you, collective, this opportunity is here to help you carve out your own path and to really live life on your own terms. So this can manifest in many ways. Maybe you're put in a position to display your talents on a very large platform. Maybe this could be tied to you going viral. There's so many ways that this can unfold. But what's clear here is that there are about to be a lot of eyes on you. And your guides just want you to be ready. Because when you look at this spiritually, there is a rush of energy heading your way. So life as you know it, as far as your daily routine, your schedule, maybe even plans that you've made, for the next month or maybe for this year, that's about to change very quickly. Because there is something that you've been keeping under wraps that either a lot of people need or a lot of people resonate with. And the minute that you tap into this energy, you are going to be a breakout star. It's going to come with a lot of attention. It's going to come with a lot of eyes on you, maybe a lot of clients. This is literally you quantum leaping into your dream life or into your highest version of yourself, okay? This is beautiful energy. Let's get the next message here. Okay, so the next message that we have is self-mastery. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck, but I feel like this is the most important message in the entire reading. It's also what your guides have been trying to highlight for you in so many ways. Collective, all of this is about you, okay? You are the vessel. You are the channel. Meaning that while you may be guided to prep for this life-changing opportunity, you're not being guided to change anything about yourself. You are the key to all of this. You are the key ingredient. So this is a time for you to really fine-tune your energy, to really highlight the parts of yourself that you absolutely love and accept and integrate the parts of you that may be hard to love. But all of this is happening through you. All of this abundance, all of this notoriety, this popularity, this influence, it's happening through you. So lean into everything about you, your looks, your voice, your likes, your dislikes. Because what's being highlighted here is that whatever this form of creative expression is, it has to come authentically through you. And it doesn't matter if it's something that's been done before, okay? Always remember that your dreams will make room for you. Because you have something in you that God planted in you that the world needs to witness through someone like you, with the way that you look, the way that you talk, your race, the quirks about you, your sense of humor. You are like the perfect mix of ingredients for whatever this is. Everything about your life, everything about this energy is intentional, especially with the finger of God coming out in this reading. You are not normal and you are not here to play small. You are here to master yourself and just learn how to be more you. I hope this is coming through clearly. But if you're wondering how to really, really align with this energy in a practical way, I feel like your guides are going to continue sending you signs that you are the key to making this work. So the deeper you lean into yourself, you may notice that the more influence that you have, the more opportunities come. So this is simply about mastering you. You are only here to find your unique pace in life. This is why you had to break this ancestral agreement. This is why you had to break this off of you in the spirit. Because everyone else is following someone else's blueprint and it's not working. So this is another major confirmation. In the upcoming weeks, maybe months, you may find yourself being just a little bit self-absorbed, okay? But not in an arrogant way, but as a means of self-mastery. You may find interest in things about yourself that maybe you didn't want to touch in the past, okay? You may want to know about your flaws or your weaknesses so you can master them. You may want to know how every single relationship that you have influences your life, good or bad, or how to work with the energy of abundance instead of working against it. It literally feels like this is going to be unfolding in every single area of your life. So if you're at this place and you know this is your energy, but you don't see the physical evidence yet, I feel like this is a major key. When you don't know what else to pursue in life, just pursue yourself. Become so enmeshed with who you are that you create a new path, one that is deeply aligned with exactly who God created you to be. This is how you create your life. Because whoever you are absolutely supposed to be living in a very specific way. And it's like the minute that you stop trying on other energies for size and you simply fall in love with your own energy, your entire life is going to change. Not only in your interpersonal relationships, but on a large, large scale. Okay? Let's get the last message here. Okay, so the last message that we have is transmute the energy. Okay? I'm picking up on like alchemist energy with this card here. Collective, this is a time where your energy truly is currency. So everything that you do counts. And I feel like this is how your guides want you to deal with any negativity or any adverse energy that may come your way while you are going through this quantum leap. Because when you are created specifically, like when you are molded very, very specifically for a path like this, you may notice that you feel deeply connected to your destiny, or you feel deeply called to explore the unknown because you're here to shift the world in some way. So there could be moments of sacred rage or even high moments of discomfort simply because you may look around you trying to find an example or feeling like you don't have the proper guidance on your path. But your guides want you to know that every single detail, even down to your emotional body, the things that may come up, all of it is intentional. You came here to be your own leader. You came here to create a new lane. So I feel like this last card is more of a warning. You chose a path that's not easy, but it is very rewarding. And there are going to be moments where you feel on top of the world, you feel aligned, you feel beautiful, charismatic, you want to be seen, you want to be heard. But there will also be moments where you question the validity of your path, your identity, the way that you're showing up, okay? And this is exactly the moment where you need to transmute that energy by channeling it into something creative. Maybe like art, writing, some form of creative expression. Or you can also channel it into something physical like working out, training, simply going out in nature, cleansing, clearing your energy, grounding yourself. It's almost like you have to come up with a plan for not only how you're going to deal with the highs of what comes with this energy, but also how you're going to deal with the challenging moments. Because this breakout star energy is very powerful. It's instant overnight changes that bring a lot of success, a lot of recognition, fame, influence, power. But this is also highlighting the spiritual aspect of that. And your guys just really want to make sure that you are prepared for everything that comes with this, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. If you resonated with this message, please be sure to hit the like button on your way out. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to head over to Patreon to finish the reading. If you would like to join us over there, you can find a link in the description box or in that first pinned comment down below. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.